Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? I was asked recently if I could show how I make my texture stamps for my jelly plate, and this is it. It is just kids' craft foam sheets that are already adhesive on the back. So, yeah, this is what I make them out of. I get sheets of cardboard. You can see there's a sticky sheet on the back. So I will get a sheet of cardboard and start cutting out shapes and sticking them down. You're limited only by your imagination at this point. I like circle stamps. I'm quite partial to circles, so I will probably make some circle stamps. I've pulled out a pen here. I will use that to sort of carve some patterns into my stamps once I've made them. This is just a piece of cardboard packaging. It's quite thick, so it's ideal for this sort of thing. And it's just my craft knife, which I will use to cut my cardboard. I use a variety of scissors for this sort of thing. Usually I use my large scissors. I do have some nail scissors that I will grab a little later on because they're very handy for this sort of thing as well. And just go to town. As you can see here, rough and ready is the way to go. There is no attempt on my part to make these perfect circles. They're circle-ish. I like these stamps to look like, when they're stamped on a piece of paper, to look like old rubbings from a carved out rock or something. I just I don't strive for perfection in any way, shape or form. Now, these little offcuts as well, do not throw those out. They make the best stamps. I love the stamps they make. I'll pop these circles down and eventually I will show you the way I use these little offcuts to make a stamp of their own. And honestly, they're some of the best stamps that I own. They're so random and interesting for no reason. I love them. I always save all my little bits and pieces and make stamps out of those as well. So yeah, do not throw those away. Now, of course, you could leave these just as circles. I am, of course, not going to do that. I like to put carvings in my circles with a ballpoint pen. You just really have to have a few pens around just to see which one runs the smoothest. This one works fine on the foam, so that's what I'm using. But yeah, if you get a pen that's sort of very sharp at the end, it can sort of stick in your foam and just be a nuisance really. So find something that's comfortable to work with. There's again no rhyme or reason to excuse me, the patterns that I'm putting into these circles. It's just whatever the fancy grabs me at the time. Okay, here we are getting into our little offcut stamp, which I'm about to make off camera. Not very bright of me, but yeah, you get the idea. We're just taking these little pieces, peeling the backings off and sticking them to the cardboard, the same way we did with the circles. There's no rhyme or reason to the way they get stuck down. I just try to stick them so that they are not really touching each other. So yeah, and fit as many of them next to each other as I can. They just turn out so interesting. I mean, they don't look like much when you're looking at the stamp, but once you put them on a piece of paper, I find them just fascinating to look at. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This was the first time I'd made these spirals, and it took me a moment to work out the best way to get the backing off and to get it stuck down without sticking it to everything. Turned out that just peeling back a bit of the backing right in the middle was the easiest way, sticking the middle down and then slowly peeling the backing off as I went around the spiral. That's the way that worked best for me, so I just thought I would pass that on in case you're sort of struggling with it yourself, as I was definitely doing at the beginning. Right, well I don't have my gel plate handy, but I would like to show you basically what the stamps come out like, just so you can see what we've actually done. This was never going to work perfectly because I'm using a glass mat and trying to use acrylic paint to cover my stamp. My paint's quite thick, yada yada yada. But again, not striving for perfection. The way these stamps look, they're never going to be perfect anyway, so I'm quite happy with the way they turn out. Basically the whole goal here was just to show you what they look like baked. So anyway, I'll stop rambling and just keep stamping. And as always, I think that my favourite one was that one, the one just made with the offcuts. I don't know what it is about it. I guess it looks a bit like a tribal tattoo or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is that I really like about those stamps, but for some reason they really do it for me. So, yeah. If you're like me, don't throw away your scraps of anything. Okay guys, that's where I'm calling it. I hope that was useful to you. I hope you enjoyed it. They're a lot of fun to make. Give it a try. They're unique to you once you've made them. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you again next time. Bye.